Hi, so I just want to preface this with I made a lot of mistakes recording this, but I've definitely learned a lot. Uh, a lot of sideways video here. But things will definitely improve in the future. Let me know what you think and your thoughts on how I can improve, but it will definitely be better next time. Thanks. So today I made some cups out of some glass bottles. I had two bottles to pick from here. I'd already practiced once with a smaller Coke bottle, but so my setup was already ready for the smaller size bottles. So today I'm gonna start with the Cheerwine bottle. But my original purpose for trying this was for that large Coke bottle. Uh, I think it'll look pretty cool as a cup when it's done, and it'll actually hold a decent amount of liquid. So the bottom of these bottles has this raised lettering here, at least the ones I've tried so far, uh, which isn't a huge deal, but it causes the bottle to not spin quite perfectly round. So what I did here was I carved into that 2x2 and the table a little bit so that that lettering wouldn't rub against them. So let's talk about this setup I have here a little bit. So I've got some flow control here, control the flow of water. Just goes up into a 2-liter bottle, filled with water, obviously. I've got another flow control up there, controls the amount of air going into it, which kind of helps me fine tune it a little bit. And then I basically just have a cutout on another piece of 2x2 here that my Dremel fits into pretty snugly. And that basically just holds it in place so it's not moving at all. And then I can just kind of gently push down on the front end of it to push it down into the glass. It's just snug enough that it takes a decent amount of pressure to get it to move down a little bit, and that keeps it from digging into too much glass at once. I probably actually could have been a little bit more aggressive with this. It took a while to actually cut through these, and the bit and the glass never actually got hot. It was, especially with the amount of water that was flowing over it. So yeah, I think I could have been a bit more aggressive. I guess we'll find out with the bigger bottle. I just hope I don't shatter it. And then once that was done, still left with a lot of this like sludge that's just water and glass dust. There's also a few little shards in there. You can just kind of wash that off with a wet paper towel. But the edges are pretty sharp. So I started off sanding those. That's some just 220 sandpaper, wet. And then that takes care of the sharp edges at least. But along the sides there, you can see, well, if it would focus, there's still a decent edge that needs sanded. Hard to do one-handed here, but both the outside and the inside edges need rounded over a decent bit before it's what I would consider safe. It takes a good bit of sanding to get to that point. So this is after a decent bit of sanding. It's still not quite where I'd like it, but it's definitely a lot better. You can see there's still some dust on there that just needs washed off, but I definitely need to get some finer sandpaper, maybe some like for automotive paint. It's like 1,000, maybe 2,000 grit to clean that up a little better. I might even just take some clear epoxy and go over it. Maybe that'll make it look a little better. Because it actually does look pretty good when it's wet. And the clear epoxy would give it that same kind of effect. But yeah, so I made some cups today. Again, let me know how I can improve. Like I said, I learned a lot from this. I'm definitely going to film with my phone sideways from now on. But yeah, or if you got any ideas for how to make this look better, maybe a technique for sanding these a little better. Like, I could use like the Dremel. Maybe if I got like a really fine sanding wheel, I guess. On a slow speed, took my time with it, but I feel like that's how I'm going to end up cracking these. And once I crack this, it's done. There's not really any good way to come back from that. So I'm a little afraid to try that. Maybe I'll pick up some more glass Coke bottles and some of the smaller ones and give that a try. I don't know. If you have any good ideas, let me know.